So here's the situation. A sitting Supreme Court justice raised a foundational constitutional issue, and the so called America First influencers unraveled like Dean Withers explaining his unlicensed vape therapy. Ketanji Brown Jackson argued that if the president violates the Constitution, the courts should be able to stop him, not just for the three people who filed the lawsuit, but for the entire country. That's the point of courts. Instead of debating her actual argument, the MAGA influencer class, the same people who built their brands yelling about government overreach, decided the real issue was her tone. They called her emotional, incoherent, unserious. They mocked the way she wrote and the words she used, panicking like TSA finding a J.D. Vance fat face meme on a Norwegian tourist phone. Jackson's dissent was intentional. She's not Sonia Sotomayor. She's highly intelligent and strategic. She made it colorful on purpose because she knew what she was doing, laying out a real constitutional crisis in a way designed to be heard. No one was going to listen unless she played into the caricature they expect. Finger snaps, neck rolls, the full Shaniqua routine that triggers the algorithm. Jackson didn't grow up in the hood. Her family was academic and stable. She's never pretended to be Jasmine Crockett. It was a tactical move, and whatever you think of her politics, she has a point. Because if the court rules that only the original plaintiffs have standing and everyone else is out of luck, then we've just legalized a workaround where the president can violate the Constitution as long as only a few people notice. But that's not even the core problem. The real outrage is that we're dancing around the scope of injunctions instead of confronting the violation directly. Why wasn't this fast-tracked? Where was cert before judgment? Where was emergency constitutional review? If a president is accused of rewriting the 14th Amendment, why are we waiting around for procedural fluff when the court already has the power to jump the line and answer the question right now? If the Supreme Court isn't for that, then what exactly is it for? This was never about how Jackson writes or how smart she is. The real target was the idea that constitutional protections should apply beyond the handful of named plaintiffs, not just to the people who happen to file in the district court. MAGA used to pretend it cared about that. If their new stance is, screw the system, you're the enemy, then say it out loud, say it with your chest, but they won't. They posture, they deflect, and they hide behind tired outrage clips and soft-ass cat memes. And that tells you exactly what this movement has become.